All right, let's talk Ravens versus Patriots. Now, everyone's got a hot take on this one, right? But what if we pushed all that aside and just looked at the cold, hard data? The numbers tell a story that, honestly, you might not be expecting. So let's dive in and see what the data is really predicting for this massive matchup.
And right out of the gate, you can see just how different these two teams are. I mean, it's really a tale of two completely different seasons. On one side, you've got the Patriots 11-2. They've been a machine, just a model of consistency, with a great balance on both sides of the ball. And then you've got the Ravens at 6-7. They've been a total roller coaster. One week they look unstoppable, the next they're struggling. This contrast right here, this is the absolute key to understanding how this game is going to play out.
So, okay, where does all this data point us? Well, it leads us straight to the most important clash in this whole game. The Patriots' high-powered offense going up against the Ravens' shaky defense. This, right here, is where the numbers are telling us the game will be won or lost.
And that's really the big question, isn't it? Why is this the matchup we need to focus on? Simple. Because it's the biggest mismatch on the entire field. It's a classic, textbook case of an overwhelming strength meeting a significant weakness. And when you dig into the Patriots' advantage, it gets even clearer. We're not just talking about basic stuff like total yards and points scored, where, by the way, they're already top tier. We're looking at advanced metrics, things like DVOA and EPA, which basically measure how efficient an offense is on every single play. And guess what? The Pats are absolutely elite there too. What's worse for Baltimore is that the Patriots' entire offensive scheme feels like it was custom built to be a nightmare for the Ravens' defense, specifically targeting their issues with pass protection and their struggles to get off the field on third down.
But hold on, this isn't a completely open and shut case. The data also shows us there is a path to victory for the Ravens. It's a narrow path, for sure, but it's there. And it all hinges on their offense stepping up and completely taking over this game. Let's explore what that has to look like.
And that path, it starts and ends with these two guys. You have Lamar Jackson, who is a true dual threat. He can beat you with a perfect pass or just take off and run for 60 yards. And then there's Derrick Henry, who is basically a human wrecking ball, just a monster who seems to get stronger as the game goes on. These two are the engine that could absolutely throw a wrench in the Patriots' plans.
So here's the Ravens playbook. It's actually pretty simple, but the execution has to be flawless. Step 1, you have to establish the run, no question. Step 2, use that run game to dominate the time of possession. You need to keep that explosive Patriots offense sitting on the sideline. And that leads to Step 3, break their rhythm. Control the clock, control the tempo, and take them out of their comfort zone. That is their only real shot at pulling off the upset.
Okay, so we've looked at the Patriots' huge advantage. We've looked at the Ravens' very narrow path to an upset. After running all the numbers, weighing all the variables from the entire season, what is the final data-driven verdict for game day?
And there it is. The numbers don't mince words. The data predicts a New England Patriots victory. And not just a win, but a win by 7 points. The key factor? It all comes back to that superior offensive efficiency we talked about. It's a pretty clear and decisive verdict from the data.
7. Plus 7. Let that number sink in for a second. That's a full touchdown. That's what the data is predicting for the Patriots' margin of victory. So we're not just talking about a squeaker of a win here. The numbers are pointing to a comfortable victory for New England.
All right, so let's just recap why the numbers are so confident. First, the Patriots' offense is just perfectly designed to exploit and punish the specific things the Ravens' defense struggles with. Second, yeah, Baltimore's run game is dangerous. No one's denying that. But the Patriots' defense is a disciplined unit that's actually built to handle those long, grinding drives. And finally, when you just step back and look at the entire season, the story is all about consistency. And that gives New England a very clear edge.
So, the data has spoken. The matchups are clear and the prediction is in. But here's the thing we all know. Games aren't played on a spreadsheet. The numbers give us the most likely outcome, but they can't account for a miracle play or a sudden shift in momentum. So the final question is, what if this is the one time the data gets it completely wrong? Well, I guess that's why we all tune in to watch, isn't it?